Sports Television. We are live each and every weekday, starting with First Things First, all the way through Fair Game. Catch it all right here, Monday through Friday on FS1. All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, Greg Jennings, and TJ Houshmandzadeh are back. Let's return to Atlanta, where the Patriots are hard at work figuring out how to keep Tom Brady upright against the most dangerous pass rusher in the league, Aaron Donald. Bill Belichick is no stranger to great pass rushers, having coached one of the most disruptive forces in NFL history, Lawrence Taylor. But the coach isn't ready to put Donald on the same level.
Aaron Donald's a great football player. I wouldn't put anybody ahead of Lawrence Taylor. Taylor's the best I've ever seen, certainly the best I've ever coached.
I get his respect for Lawrence Taylor. They won Super Bowls together, and that kind of launched Belichick's career as an assistant coach. But I don't put Lawrence Taylor in a level all to himself. I think Reggie White as a disruptive force right there with Lawrence Taylor. I think Deion Sanders, and I don't care whether people thought he could tackle or not. Deion Sanders as a disruptive force is shutting down a half of the field in the passing game. I put right there with Lawrence Taylor. And then I put Ray Lewis there as well. I get Bill Belichick's deal. He loves Lawrence Taylor, but he's not, to me, head and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah, I think there's a tier one, and you named a lot of guys. You left one guy out.
Bruce.
Say his name again.
Smith.
Yeah, and say how the crowd used to
Bruce
say.
Smith.
Bruce. And they said his name at the D-line position more than any other D-lineman in history because he had the most sacks, and he did it in the 3-4. So Belichick, Coach Taylor, he got intimate experience, and I'm about to go and get on my podium for Bruce Smith. Woo! He played every position on the D-line. He played in a run defense 3-4 where if you get 5 sacks, we're like, yeah. This dude had 13 double-digit sack seasons, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, and we're talking about, compared to Lawrence Taylor, more double-digit sack seasons, more Pro Bowls. Like, Bruce Smith is on that same tier. Now, I'm not going to argue anybody, is he better than Reggie White? Is he better than Lawrence Taylor? Anything? No. But he is of that same cloth, that same tier one where you couldn't block him. I saw it with my own eyes, the most talented defensive lineman that I ever played in the game.
I mean, I wouldn't say I agree with Belichick, but he has firsthand knowledge of what LT brought to the table. Obviously, from coaching him, he saw him in practice. He saw the ins and outs. He knows the transgressions off the field that, had he not had those, how much greater he could have been on the field. But when you start to say, oh, nobody's in that conversation, I agree with you guys. It's Mount Rushmore of defensive players, and if you say so-and-so is better, that's your opinion, but I'm with you with Deion, everybody. Deion made sports what it is as far as the flamboyance, the talking, and then he went out there and balled. Like, is what I said last week. If you say prime time or just prime, everybody knows who it is. And so, Bill Belichick, I see where you're coming from, but there's a lot of guys that are equal to Lawrence Taylor that played the game of football.
Not in his eyes, and I agree with him because of his firsthand experience and my firsthand experience of Tecmo Bowl. When I played, when I knew I was gonna play defense, I need somebody to stop Bo Jackson and those guys. Lawrence Taylor was the only one that could get it done. Yeah. And he did that in a video game, but it was real life. That's who he was.
Yeah.
He was like, there's not too many players, and I don't like to just focus on one thing, but Lawrence Taylor was born to play football. Like, that's who he is. That's what he does. And he did it at a high level. I love what he was able to do. Bill Belichick has a great point. You do too, but I like
your point, like, when he said that about Bruce Smith, I'm like,
yeah, but on Tecmo Bowl, he wasn't that special.
In case you, look, now we gonna start. I ain't gonna do this, but you know, Lawrence Taylor had a little help, a little jet fuel, you know what I mean? And look, let's just be real with it. Like that horse is undefeated. Like, ain't nobody ever beat the horse. And he was out there balling on the horse. Man, you can't do nothing with that. It's next level.
He didn't get penalized for that.
True.
Hey,
okay.
Listen.
Real talk. Okay.
I think Cowherd made a point that he thought that perhaps Belichick was slighting Tom Brady in some way with the second half of the comment, the greatest player I ever coached.
He said he certainly,
the greatest player I ever coached. And Cowherd said, I don't think he's slighting Brady in any way, because I think, one, I don't think he would have said these things about Lawrence Taylor in his prime. But there's something special about the person that made you. Lawrence Taylor put him on and put him into the game. Belichick in his mind is like, I put Tom Brady on and put him into the game.
Great point.
And so I just think he has such a reverence for what Lawrence Taylor has done for him when he sits there and like, man, they paying me $10, $11 million a year.
It's the ultimate sign of respect for what he did.
Started that.
Yeah, you know, and it's LT talent is greater than Tom Brady's. Accomplishment, you could say the same in terms of impact on position. You could say Tom Brady's the GOAT. A lot of people are saying he's saying LT's the GOAT of all defensive players and players. So I think when you have to make a tiebreaker, it's the one you started with and the one who had more and did as much. So you're going to just lean that way. Tom Brady shouldn't feel slighted by that in the one bit.
Tom Brady's still playing, though. You can't praise a player that much when he's still
when it's
playing.
over, Belichick needs to say something else. Coming up, we'll give you our approval ratings for the Patriots dynasty. And Uncle Jimmy thinks I'm trying to turn the NFL into the NBA. That's all.
I think I'm